Futures YouTube channel. We're taking a look this morning at Casper crypto. This would be the Casper / USD pair. Taking a look here at charts on TradingView. It's been a couple weeks since the last Casper video, and as we'll explain here, going to be a quick video. Not too much going on here in the past couple weeks, basically since the basically all of July. Kind of a quiet range here. So what do we see here in Casper? We've been bouncing back and forth in between this 284 and 334 level right in here. These two white horizontal lines, 334 and 284. The price has just been hitting the upper range, back down to the lower range for the past month here. Basically, you can look at this as a basing structure. So we're basically basing out here. At some point, we'll get a breakout. Finding support so far at 284, but also finding resistance at 334. You can see that the price broke out past 334, headed up to our level number 2, which was 363. Found some resistance, got pushed back down, and then ultimately found support 1, 2, and 3 times at 284. But quickly after that, found resistance also 3 times. 1, 2, 3 at our 334 level. So we are in this base ring structure right here, and I like to look at these as a place where energy is being built up before it's released. So it's like a spring. We're in this zone here, and it's a spring, and it's getting tightly coiled up, and at some point the spring releases and we get a breakout. Now, does the breakout come higher or does the breakout come lower? That's tough to say. So far, we're in a trend moving higher, so we can say that the breakout will move higher, but it depends on the overall market. We will see. Sometimes you'll get a breakout, past these highs here to the upper range. You'll reverse back into the trading range, and then you'll actually move back up higher. A little bit of a shakeout. Same thing with the downside, kind of like the day right here. That day was the 13th of July. You'll get a breakout lower in the range, and then you'll go back up into it and move higher. And that's what it did. It actually went all the way up to the top end of the range after breaking out lower. So right now, it's just a waiting game, and you got to have patience if you're trying to either buy the breakout or if you hold this. If you're already established in a long position. So that's pretty much it. It's basically just in a trading range now. Who knows how long it will go. But at some point, we will get a breakout either out of this range to the upside or vice versa, out of this range to the downside. Put in a pretty significant low so far on the 19th of June, and so far have been moving higher, basically stair-stepping. Put in that low, and so far this whole area is a higher low, and if we do get that upside breakout, we'll have that higher high, and that's what it looks like it's going to happen. This 334 level, where it's found resistance multiple times, is also the bottom end of this trading range over in here. So turning which was once support into resistance and taking some time before it flips that, we believe anyways, back into support. So got to have some patience here, and of course not financial advice. we will see what happens. But could be a while until we break out of this trading range. Could happen today, could happen tomorrow, could be a whole another month. And that's pretty much it. This choppy range until it's ready to move higher. Markets had a crazy up week last week. As we expected, as sentiment gets to where it's at, markets get crazy oversold. Usually we'll get a very strong reaction in the opposite direction. This time around would be up because the markets are oversold to the downside. So probably some digestion this week in the markets, maybe some sideways to a pullback before a continuation to the upside. Probably carry over into the crypto markets as well. So we could see some choppy to sideways action before the next swing higher. So far it looks like it's going to take some more patience here before Casper continues higher. Long term, this project should do very well for investors. Of course, that's our opinion. Could be wrong. And always make your own investment decisions on your own research. So let me know your thoughts on Casper. Like I said, it's been a couple weeks, but you can see we're just in this choppy basing structure and have been for a while. So maybe you look at this as a good area to accumulate as price takes a pause. I mean, we had this massive move to the upside here from the bottom. Let me put a measurement on that. So basically that was a 60% move from top to bottom. So to see some sideways action for the past month is pretty normal. Just like when you get the oversold market to the downside, you'll get a reaction to the upside and then ultimately trading sideways for a couple weeks before the next move continues. So looks like we're in the reverse of that area and we're heading higher. So I would be looking for a breakout. Let me see if I can clean up this screen a little bit here. Looking for a breakout past the highs and a resistance at that 334 level. So if you give me 1 second here, I'll get the screen cleaned up a little bit. So I'd be looking for a breakout out of this range above where it's finding resistance right now at 334. And if I was looking to get into a long position and buy Casper, I'd be looking to buy it if we break out of that range and move higher. Could be wrong, just my opinion, but that is what I would be personally looking for. And then vice versa, if we're looking to get short, looking for a break below that range. And of course, always having appropriate stops in place in case that is a failed breakout and does not work out. You can see if you look back, I've had a couple of them basically right here on the 20th of July. And then that was an upside failed breakout. Actually reversed back into the range, and then same with here, reversed back into the range on the 13th of July. So that's my opinion. Let me know your thoughts on Casper. It's a waiting game until this thing decides to break out. And like I said, we could actually trade sideways for a while, but at some point, market will move again. And so far, it looks like the upside will be that direction. All right, guys. Appreciate the time. Let me know your thoughts down in the video comments. Hit the like button, subscribe. Check out our Amazon merch store. We got some pretty cool investing related t-shirts. Check them out. Links for this, of course, are always down in the video description. Pretty cool investing related t-shirts, if that is something you're into. All right, guys, take care. Appreciate it. Thanks once again.